Okay.
So, hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, today, of course, as someone who helps students at Freelancing Academy with CV revamps and LinkedIn optimization, I'm constantly seeing global leaders leverage the platform. But today, I was genuinely thrilled and inspired to discover the first Filipino LinkedIn strategist I know of. It truly highlights the power of specialized expertise in our local context. To properly introduce him, he graduated from ACLC College of Apalit with an associate degree in computer technology. He worked as a writer for GWU Marketing Corporation, content writer for Owens Asia, content specialist also for LinkedIn Marketing and Branding, a freelance writer, and a senior content writer for Cloud Staff. I believe that's presently your job po, correct? So please welcome everyone, Sir Ace Bagtas. Thank you,
Hello.
sir.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for giving us this time. I've been trying to help people with their link and I just reached 3,000 followers today. So I'm very, very happy. I know it's not just posting contents of other people, and now I learned from you that you do the content writing. So I believe I should also make my own. So people will, know more about me, and yeah, I'll be getting more personal with audience in LinkedIn. So, yeah, let's begin with telling us about something outside of your professional life first. Maybe your family,
Yeah.
passion, and hobbies po.
All right. Okay. I have many passions. For one, I'm a cat dad of 13 cats. So I have
Wow.
13 cats. Actually, we joke na this house sa kanila to. They own the house. We're just tenants here because it's full of cats. But I love them.
Amazing.
I also have one dog. I live with my partner, and in Pampanga. And then during my free time, my free time talaga, I write stories, fiction writer, an
Wow.
aspiring fiction writer. So those are two or three of my passions and hobbies.
Oh, right now, actually, I want to share that I'm trying to explore that. I'm not sure if you're using AI with your content writing, but for sure, we have to personalize it as much as we can. Not sound like a robot or
Hmm.
someone else, right? So, I'm exploring. I think I enrolled myself or I availed of the copywriting courses. I have not visited it yet, but yes, I want to explore more about how to use my passion in writing to be able to, express myself more and reach more people in social media. So, yeah, we can talk more about that. So, first question, sir. Beyond a strong profile, what are the most overlooked strategies for truly leveraging LinkedIn for career growth and professional opportunities, particularly for an aspiring virtual assistant looking to secure their first client?
All right. So the first point you mentioned was about a strong profile, right? But the thing is, LinkedIn is like many other social media platform. It evolves, right? So what
Mm.
a strong profile also changes. The criteria. Uh, what do you consider strong? Do you consider having many followers strong, having many impressions, DMs, comments,
Mm.
or engagement? So as of now, engagement is number one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to clear that up because different individuals or different VAs track success differently. So some of them might want to go viral, right? They want more followers, more comments, more engagements in their post. Others are content with having a couple thousand of followers and then having all of them as active members of their community. So beyond that, okay, yeah, if you're already decided on that and what a strong profile is, you can focus on being findable and relevant. So
Mm.
it goes hand in hand with optimizing your profile continuously. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a one-time deal. So
Mhm.
just like landing pages. Okay. So treat your profile like a landing page. You have to
Yeah.
optimize it, change it according to what's happening now on LinkedIn.
Mhm.
So Years ago, you can post multiple times a day, use many hashtags, and you can get generate engagement. These days, you have to be more strategic. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
more focused with your content. Okay, so um, you have to go and really engage with other people. You
Yeah.
know, comment on the people that you want to be networking with, right? You you post one time a day and then comment 20 times. So that's actually my current strategy,
20
or
times.
for my, yeah, for my clients. So I make a list of the people that I think will be great in their network. For
Mm-hmm.
instance, I manage a profile for a founder in IT. I
Mm-hmm.
make a list of CTOs, software development leaders. I take note of their profile, the times they're active, the times they post, and then when they post something, I make sure that I'm the first one to comment on that and make sure that
Comment.
the comment is useful. You know,
Yeah.
it's you can use AI, but personalize it. Okay.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure the comment is not just I agree or that's a good thought. Make sure
Mm-mm.
it's at least 2 to 3 lines. Okay. Yeah. So engagement, making yourself findable through being visible.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, engagement, especially comments, because what I was doing was just resharing, reposting. But now I realize, oh, the more that you comment under the post of someone, the more
Yeah.
people will be curious about you and will check your profile because you have something
Yeah.
to say, not just awesome, great, or I agree. Thank you
Yeah.
so much
And
for that.
yeah,
Go
if I
ahead.
may add to that, it's not only that you become more, I mean, other people see your comment. It's also because LinkedIn's algorithm right now promotes people who are active. Okay. So, for example, I comment on someone's page. That person isn't really the only person who will see the comment. Other people
Yeah.
will see it, but when that happens, LinkedIn's algorithm also shows it to third degree connections. Okay, let me rephrase that. Okay,
Okay, go
so
ahead.
the author's connections will see your comment, and then when they reply or when the author replies to you, the algorithm will show your comment to the person's second and third degree connections, even their first degree connections.
Nice,
So
nice. Closer,
that, yeah,
closer
the
to the,
algorithm, yeah,
yeah,
the algorithm helps you. That's the point. So
better exposure,
you
right?
yeah, you make yourself more visible, the algorithm supports you.
Yeah, I just remembered to ask. So I was asking A to fix my title. It's actually a
Hmm.
lot inside. I'm a nurse. I do medical
Yeah,
billing
yeah.
and coding. I also have this Strive Freelancing Academy, and I actually dream of becoming a trauma therapist. And sometimes AI's comment, "This is too long for a title. Please focus on something that really gives you profit." Am I also confusing people who visits my profile with a lot of things going on in my profile? Do you suggest like I remove things that are not really relevant? I have a lot of
Yeah,
passions actually.
I checked their profile, and that's actually one of the first things that I noticed. Okay, so
Crowded.
I can't help it. I'm so used to checking out people's profiles and subconsciously auditing them. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the first thing I noticed is that it's like a buffet, a buffet
Mm,
of titles. So I wasn't sure if you were 100% on this. I mean, if you're only focusing right now on Thrive freelancing or if you're also doing other things simultaneously. So yeah, I would say that you have to change that. Okay, make it a little more focused depending
mm,
on your priorities right now.
mm.
So my LinkedIn profile is basically a landing page for my LinkedIn content optimization job. So
Yeah.
or gig. And so that's what's on my headline. But if you scroll down to my experience section, you'll see that I've also been a content writer for a marketing company. I've also been
Mm,
an ESL tutor and I've done other things. Now, if I'm going to pivot and focus more on my job as a content writer or an editor or something like that, I will change my headline and make it more focused on that, so that when people see my profile, they hover on my name on the website, they'll see the first two lines and they'll know that that is currently my focus. So they won't be confused. So what does he do? What does he really do? Something like that.
Mm-mm. So yeah, I'm realizing that the ones I say developing or emerging, I can focus on that in the latter part. And what I really want to work on, like maybe growing my Thrive Freelance Academy, that's what I can show, like what I currently have in the banner. Because when
Mhm.
I was like searching for a job as healthcare virtual assistant, I also have a different banner for
Yeah.
that. But since I have a client right now, this is what I'm trying to like make people know about what I do. So thank you
Yeah.
for sharing. Yeah, I will definitely do
Yeah.
edit
And
that. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, if I may add, it also helps you find the right people. The reason I said it depends on what your priorities are, because, you're going to attract the right people, right? You're not going to attract someone who needs nursing services right now if your focus or if your profile focuses on Thrive freelancing, for example.
Mhm. Like, I believe I did try Freelance Academy, not just healthcare VA mentoring, because people would like to transition to the VA world and they would start definitely with admin jobs, general
Hmm.
VA jobs, right? So yeah, like earlier I was able to help someone with CV revamp and LinkedIn
I think I
optimization.
saw that.
Yeah. And then later I will have someone also like I was encouraging him to that I can help him find a legal VA job since sometimes when I get job alerts in Indeed, yeah, I'm also receiving those and he's interested. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll definitely clean maybe remove. Yeah, I believe they can also see the details of my employment right down, so no need
Yeah.
to put that up there. Okay,
what you
thank you.
what you want to put there is what you are focused on right now, because that's the only thing browsers, or I mean users, will see when they browse online. They're not going to read all of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, number two question. In today's evolving digital landscape, what are the key trends or new features in LinkedIn that aspiring virtual assistants should be paying closest attention to for maximum impact? And how can they effectively integrate them into their strategy to showcase their services?
All right. This is an interesting question because it covers a lot of things. So first are the new features on LinkedIn. So right now, LinkedIn is promoting videos. Okay, the video feature has been around for like a year or a couple of years, but
Mm.
the algorithm now promotes them even more.
Mm.
However, content creators or LinkedIn users aren't jumping on that trend yet. They're
Mm.
not really utilizing it to its maximum potential. So what happens is that if you create a good video, let's say an average video on Instagram, and then you take that video, put it on LinkedIn, it becomes a really successful video. That's
Viral.
just Yeah, it becomes viral. That's just because not all creators are currently taking advantage of it. So I would say that if you plan on expanding or growing your network through LinkedIn and utilizing all tools available, think about videos.
Videos. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And then of course you can use creator tools. I believe when you create your LinkedIn profile, you have this creator mode.
Mhm.
Take advantage of that. You also have newsletters, you have different content formats basically. So um uh right now the most important one is video, and then
Video.
carousel, and then newsletters, and all those other content formats. I'm not
Mm.
saying that you should only focus on video, but it's definitely something you should take advantage of right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just took
And then
note of that. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then for VAs that are just starting out, of course, they may not be confident doing that right now. they can always fall back on carousels. Carousels are my favorite because they're easy to create and I don't have to, edit too much. I can just use Canva. And they also generate a lot of engagement if you time or if you hit or if you land the topic that people are really interested about. Even if only a few people engage with it, you can see that the impressions go up
Mhm.
because they scroll and they swipe. They spend time viewing your carousel. So use that.
What is carousel? Like, it's the first time I heard about it. Is it
Oh,
a
yeah.
feature of LinkedIn? Sorry.
No, no, no. It's like actually it's you can find them a lot of them on my profile. They're the ones you swipe to view the content. They're like pictures, but you can swipe them. Okay. So you upload them as PDF and then
Yeah,
when people see
that's how
them,
it's called. I was
yeah,
wondering how to do this, like swipe photos, and I realized when I created my first ebook, I posted it in LinkedIn.
that's it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
PDF turned sliding
Yeah.
photo. Yeah,
So you,
carousel.
you you call them carousels. Yeah. So if
Thank
you
you
can't
so
do
much.
videos, use carousels.
I would
Yeah.
add that in my tech words vocabulary. Number three. Many aspiring virtual assistants struggle with balancing self promotion and providing genuine value on LinkedIn. What are your best practices for create? Oh, I think you answered this already. Engaging content that establishes a VA's or expertise and attracts potential clients without appearing overly salesy or self-serving.
All right. So for this one, I think about a user who doesn't know his end goal, okay? Because if you're confused between going viral and finding the right people, you'll definitely veer towards too much promotion or too much self-serving content, okay? So the thing
Self-serving
is,
content.
yeah, you don't have to do I mean to make all your content promotional. You can also mix in three types of content. So I'm gonna give you those three. First is the top of the funnel content, which are educational thought leadership articles. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you share what's happening on LinkedIn. You you post you post a news or a piece of news that is relevant to your audience. So you just it's the content that appeals to a wide variety of audience. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the content that can generate a lot of clicks, a lot of engagement. And then you have the middle of the funnel content. Okay. This is a little bit more focused because you're also sharing what your thoughts are, your perspective. Say, for example, I want to say that over 80% of people are not using videos on LinkedIn right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I do to take advantage of that. So that type of content is a little bit more focused for people who also want to use videos or who also want to boost their profile
Mm-hmm.
through LinkedIn content. Okay. And then the last one is what we call the salesy type of content, the
Mm-hmm.
bottom of the funnel. This is where you promote your company, promote your product, promote your services. Okay. And when you're a VA, it's tempting to do that. It's tempting to post 3 times a day talking about your services,
Mm-hmm.
talking about your clients, talking about your product. But actually, you can do one post per week doing that. Talk about your product 1 time a week, Friday, and then from Monday to Thursday, you mix in educational content and then the middle of the funnel content. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how you balance between being promotional and then also being educational or being a thought leader on LinkedIn. So you have to have a schedule for these types of content. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so it's basically you're not showing off. Okay. You're showing up.
Showing. Oh, nice. Not
Yes.
showing off, you're showing up. Okay, I love
Yes.
it. Like
You show up from Mondays to Friday, and then you only
Oh,
show off during Friday. That's the only time you talk about your services. From Monday to Thursday, you talk about pain points. You talk about or you talk about the industry. You talk about how what the clients are experiencing right now. And then by Friday, you can promote yourself as much as
oh,
you want. Yeah.
nice. Awesome. Like I remember my boyfriend always telling me, "You're showing off again." So I appreciate that you mentioned about showing up. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't installed Facebook and Instagram from my phone and using LinkedIn most of the time right now. And I love it. Like it inspires me to grow myself professionally and yeah, reach more people for the academy. So number four, our last question here. We're an aspiring virtual assistant looking to specialize or transition into a particular niche, either social media management, VA, executive admin, VA. How can LinkedIn be strategically utilized to highlight transferable skills, gain industry specific knowledge, and connect with key decision makers in that niche effectively?
So,
So, go ahead.
yeah. Okay. So if I understood the question correctly, this is about niching down, right? Finding your specialization or your niche,
Yeah.
right? So I'm one of the believers that if you're a true beginner, if you're just starting out, as in zero experience being a VA, it's okay to cast a wide net, right? So it's okay to just brand yourself as VA for now. It doesn't matter if you're a social media manager or an admin assistant,
Mm.
and because no matter what you do, what you want will not always align with what you will be
Yeah.
given or what you will be good at. For example, I thought by this time I would be a world famous rapper or writer. Okay. So those were my
Why
aspirations. I
not?
really wanted that.
Mm.
Yes. I wanted to write. But now I'm still writing, just not a rapper or a book or a novelist, you know. But I'm still doing the work. I'm still
Yeah.
enjoying the job.
Enjoying.
So that's my point. So I didn't start out to be or I didn't start by specializing in LinkedIn. I
Mm.
started by trying out different things. And then I found my niche here. That's where I niched down. Okay.
Mm.
So that's for VAs who are struggling to find their niche or struggling to decide what to focus on LinkedIn. Okay.
Okay.
Um, and then
Okay.
the next part of the question was to how you can use LinkedIn to gain industry specific knowledge. Once you find your niche, you network. Okay, we go back to the earlier point of engagement. Okay, LinkedIn is not like is very much alike TikTok, Facebook,
Mm.
Instagram, because you socialize with other people. That's the social part, the social
Mm.
networking part. But it's different because it allows you to socialize or to network with people who actually have the same thinking as you know, and it
Mm.
also earns, I mean, you can earn money through Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms, but LinkedIn is where the decision makers are, the
Mm.
thought leaders are. So put yourself out there, engage with them because they respond. Trust me. I've left comments on profiles that I
Mm.
thought were too big to respond,
Wow,
but they
yeah.
responded, you know.
Amazing.
Uh, and that boosted my profile too. So it's a win-win, you know. You learn something from them, you put yourself out there and engage, and then you gain the exposure they can give you when they respond.
Mhm. Yeah, I appreciate that. I just heard that one way to also get a client as VA, is it true that when we like a cover letter, send that personally as
Hmm.
private message to LinkedIn leaders, would we be able to get a yes from them and that they would hire us as VA? Is that possible?
In my experience, it really the success rate is 50-50 because
Mm-hmm.
here's where your targeting enters. I mean, if you target it right, if you're really sure about this client and then
Mm-hmm.
you engage with them, You do it the right way, of course. You don't just send a cold email with your CV. I mean, commenting on their post. I mean, liking their post. Really, really checking out their profile. Then you can succeed. For example, I've had this client. I found her first on another platform, and then I checked her LinkedIn account. I wanted to make her my client, but I didn't send a message first. Okay. I just added her, connected with her, no message.
Mm.
And then when she added me back, I checked out her posts, interacted with her a couple of days, or I think that was 1 week. Okay. And
Mm.
then afterwards, I sent a message. Okay. Hey, I noticed that you were pivoting into this role. So how's that going?
Mm.
You see, the first message is never the pitch, you know.
Yeah.
I asked her how she's doing because I know that she was struggling. So I had this instinct that she might need my help, but I'm not about to propose on the first date, if you know what I mean.
Pitch is the sales pitch, right? No, no mention of that
No,
yet.
no
Okay.
mention of that yet, right? So you build that relationship first. That's the main point. You build that relationship first, and then when the time is right, because you would know, because they would notice. Maybe they're just waiting for you, but you would know through your messages when she's ready, or when the client is ready.
Mm.
I offer these services, maybe you want to check them out. I can send you a brochure or something. And then that's the time when it succeeds. And then the time when it doesn't is when you don't build that connection
Yeah.
um properly. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you. You reminded me of building relationship and maintaining that relationship. And then eventually we can be able to offer our services. So thank you so much, Sir Ace, for your time. I have a lot of things I learned today about LinkedIn, and I will still need to explore that. Yeah, fix my title and clean my profile. Thank you so much. I would want to like avail of your service, but for sure, you're like charging me
Well,
a lot already.
you can always send me a message,
Thank you so
and
much.
since you're also helping VAs like I do, we can collaborate on that. Just
Oh
send me a
wow. I'm
message.
looking
Yeah.
forward to that. I hope we can have a project together in the future. So also, I don't know if you still offer that service with people. I would want you to give the details to our viewers, but if not,
Oh,
yes, you
yeah.
said go ahead. Where can they
Yeah.
reach you? I can also
Uh,
share your
I,
LinkedIn profile.
Yes, please do. I'm also open to receiving inquiries. As you know, you sent me a message. I didn't know you, but I responded back
Thank you
because
so much.
I know the struggles, and I know how it is on LinkedIn. Okay. So when you send a message, you're always nervous what the other person might think. I'm friendly.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
just you can check my profile out on LinkedIn, Ace Bagdas. You Katrina will share it to everybody, and just send me a DM and I'll respond.
Sir A's last question, because I also encounter like I got this confidence that we can get clients in LinkedIn because recruiters also message us privately
Mm-hmm.
if I'm interested, if I'm still free, if I'm available, and I said no. And now I'm really desiring like to work in the morning with Australian clients, and we're still on client matching right now. So
Mm-hmm.
um, please tell us, warn us about scammers using LinkedIn, because there are also accounts that lead us to Telegram for a job opening, but actually you see their profile, their recent activity is just messaging people about this job
Yeah.
opening. Can you please tell us about
Okay, so that is a bit tricky because sometimes they are legit, and then sometimes they're not. Okay. My rule of thumb is that if they ask me to go to another platform such as
it?
Telegram you
Mm.
mentioned, uh I'm already suspicious of that because most of the
Oh,
time legitimate recruiters, legitimate clients seeking help will only message you, talk to you on through the platform, through
platform.
LinkedIn, yeah, or via email. And you also can check if their email is suspicious. If it's a
Mhm.
company email, then it's almost 100% legit. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
if it's not, you should be suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah, LinkedIn also has warning like that, right? Oh, you are
Yeah.
being led to another platform outside of LinkedIn.
That's why
Mm.
when you click a link, it doesn't immediately
Yeah.
take you to that link.
Oh, that's
It
very
the it,
secure,
it
right?
prefers, yeah, LinkedIn prefers
Stay
all
LinkedIn.
transactions says on LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope we'll have another session with you. And for
Yeah.
our viewers, um, who are ready to kickstart your virtual assistant journey, if you're eager to transition into the virtual assistant world, our Thrive Freelancing Academy is here to help. We'll work together through personalized mentoring sessions, CV revamp in Canva, optimizing your LinkedIn, JobStreet, Indeed profiles, tips and strategies to land your first client. Send me a message to get started. It was a pleasure having you, Mr. Ace Bagtas.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time and for sharing your valuable insights with us, with our aspiring VAs. We really appreciate it. That's all for today, drivers. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more VA insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thank you, Sir Ace. I'll see you
Thank
everyone
you.
next time. Bye.
Bye bye.